Ready? Hey, grateful for the opportunity to be here today to talk to you about something that's very important to those in your industry, and that is asset protection. You have to understand, you as a successful person have a real target on your back. And you have to understand that here in the United States right now, we've got some real problems. And not only a pandemic that's going on that's been a horrible thing for people, but what we would tell you is there's actually an epidemic in the United States that's going on right now, an epidemic of lawsuits. And in the hard economic times, people look for ways to make money. And then this is one of the ways that we're seeing. And you have to understand, in the United States, well, the United States makes up 2% of the world's population. Guess what percentage of the lawsuits worldwide come from the United States? 90%. Folks, and if you've had any measure of success, if you own a home, if you own a business, you own a practice, if you're a medical professional, these are the people that have targets on their backs. And you have to understand that this is a problem because in the United States, you can sue anybody at any time for any amount of money, and there's nothing you can do to prevent the cause of a lawsuit. You can't prevent the cause, but what you can control is the motivation in these suits. And guess what the motivation is, by the way, folks? It's money, right? Now, if you can take away the motivation, there will be no lawsuit, and that's what Legally Mind's been doing for over 30 years now. The founder of our company, Jay Minton, is considered the father of asset protection here in the United States. Most of the legal tools used for asset protection were created by he and our staff, and we're going to be able to show you exactly how we break that down, how that works, how you use these legal tools to make sure that you stay safe in the climate that we're in. Also, we're going to hit on, oh, by the way, that's going to be held at 11 o'clock today. It's legal strategies for financial success, pardon me, yes. Legal strategies for financial success. That's the name of the conference. There's also going to be one at 3:30 today that you can check out. You can also go to our website at lm20.live/now to get more details on that. Also, we're going to be talking today, and actually Natalie's going to be the one presenting, but we're going to be talking about estate planning. People are thinking more about getting their affairs in order more than ever before. And a lot of people, the first thing they think about is getting a will. Now, a will is a great thing to have, but you have to understand, a will guarantees your estate will go through probate. A living trust replaces a will and takes the place of it. And according to the state, you're still alive, so you don't have to go through probate. And that is a court, and obviously there's some problems with that. Number one, time consuming. Some of these probate cases can take 6-7 years. Number one. Number two, anything that's going to take that long is going to cost you a bunch of money. And number three, it's going to be, there's no privacy when it comes to probate court. And you have to understand, if you have assets and you've had success in this life, your life becomes public record if it goes into probate. That means that if you give your assets to a child or to a spouse or to other people, and you had a target on your back, guess where that target just shifted to? To the people you love the most. And that's the biggest problem we see with probate. Also, I love with a living trust is a living trust cannot be contested. So anything you tell, when you put on paper exactly who you want to have your assets, guess what? They will go to those people. It can't be contested. If siblings contest it, too bad. It becomes an irrevocable trust at death, which means it cannot be changed, and it goes to exactly who you want it to go to. Again, Legally Mind deals with these things. We have full-time estate planning attorneys in our office. Natalie's going to be talking about that today at 3:30, and you can definitely get on that. The last thing I'm going to touch on real quickly is we're going to be talking about tax saving strategies. You have to understand, most of you have tax people that you work with, but their job is for tax preparation. They're not really looking there for deductions. It's not in their best interest to spend time looking for deductions. Well, you need a tax strategist, and that's what Legally Mind offers. Tax strategist is different. They're going to be looking in the laws of the tax code, and I don't know how they do it, to be honest with you folks, because it's a lot of information. But they look through there, looking for the different deductions that are going to be beneficial to you. One of the biggest ones we're doing right now is called tax credits, research and development tax credits specifically. Now, I hope you understand the difference between a deduction and a tax credit. A deduction, if you had a $60,000 in deductions and you were in the 33% tax bracket, you'd save $20,000 in taxes. That's a great deduction, great for you. But with a tax credit, it's different. If you save $60,000 on a tax credit, you get 100% of that credit taken off of your taxes. We do this with research and development right now, and it's been a fantastic thing for our clients. You as a business, now you'd have to be a business owner to do this, but if you are, if you put in new equipment over the last year, or last 3 years, by the way, you can go back 3 years, new equipment, you can do software training, you can do phone systems. There's many different things you can use for this. You take the wages of all your employees, including yourself, you come up with an hourly cost that it would take to make sure to staff your entire office. Then you times the amount of time it took you to do that training, could be hours, could be days in some cases, and that's your tax credit. And again, folks, this can be a huge number. I was talking to the owner the other day of our company. He was talking to me about a client of ours that $125,000 tax bill. By using the R&D tax credits, he eliminated the complete $125,000. $125,000 was taken off his tax bill by simply using this strategy. These are the things we do at Legally Mine. Again, you can find us at lm20.live/now, or you can check out, and that I'd recommend you go to that meeting today with Nadeline to learn about how to protect your assets, learn about estate planning, and then learn about how to save money on taxes. Thanks a lot. My name's Dave Gibb, and hopefully we'd see you around. Thanks a lot.